Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining to watch another episode here at Investing with All I See is W. Today, I wanted to make this video to share with you 10 additional tickers that I feel can add more value to your investment strategy. Before I begin, though, I'd like to inform you that the information I'll be sharing with you today should be used as guidance information only, and anytime when you do invest in a company or a stock, please do your own research and take my information as guidance. Let's get started now. Now, the 10 tickers I wanted to share with you are in various different sectors, and I'll explain to you why each ticker can add value to your investment portfolio. But don't think, these tickers are like must invest in. So just be mindful based on the information I'll be sharing with you. All right, so first ticker I wanted to share with you is Google. By the ticker GOOG, today Google had gone up by about $150 per share. So it was, I think prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was hovering at around $1,300 per share, and now it's gone up to like $1,600 per share with a gain of $150 today. So that came out to be close to like 9% gain, which is a good thing. And to me, I feel like Google will continue to grow, and I previously was doing like short-term day trading on Google because I feel like from a risk standpoint, you're investing in a large-scale company, and in most cases, if the ticker were to go down, that's when the market's going down. But Google tends to usually go up. So if you're day trading that, you're parking your money for a short term and it's going up. So at least you're gaining on positive proceeds. So that's one recommendation I would give to you in terms of strategy. But Google is definitely a ticker to consider because of their just wide array of just technology that they have in place, and we all use Google search engine as well as YouTube. Now, next up I wanted to share with you is Anova Pharmaceuticals. Now, although the share price today had gone down by about 3.5%, I feel like the reverse trend will happen very shortly once the news on the clinical hold will be release, and I'm thinking that information will come likely next week or into the month of November sometime. But that information is coming up soon, so I foresee that to be cleared away and the company making headway into phase 2 and phase 3 clinical trials. And at the time when the news was released where the clinical hold got put in place, that's when the share price had dropped by 39%, which did impact the share price. However, I feel like this company has the innovative products in place with its DNA platform, so let's not ignore Anova Pharmaceuticals. Now, next up I wanted to share with you is IBIO, and the fact that it's at 180 at this time, I think this is a great buying opportunity, and it's similar to companies like Heat Biologics where they have a potential COVID-19 vaccine for the GP96 as well. IBIO has two actual potential candidates right now, the IBIO 200, which is a virus-like particle, and the IBIO 201, which is the LICM protein proprietary-based technology. And this company leverages fast farm technology where it can scale up manufacturing capabilities up to 600 million vaccines it can produce per year. So that's just great news, whether it's their own construct design vaccine that it's producing or it's producing for another customer with its design. So that's why I like IBIO. It has a flexible company strategy where it can work to support servicing with other companies as well as designing its own vaccine and producing it. So that's great news, and knowing that it has 2 new directors added to the board of directors for the clinical and finance side, I feel like this is only going to make this company grow in the long term. So this is great news for IBIO from my perspective. Next up I wanted to share with you is Sorrento Therapeutics by the ticker SRNE. Now today the share price did hover up by about 3%, so that's great. It broke out from its prior drops, and I do feel like this is a great buying opportunity with Sorrento Therapeutics, and knowing that this company has about 7 products for just the COVID-19 alone, as well as not counting all the other products that they're working on right now. But I feel like the CEO, Henry G, he's just a confident person to drive this company forward, and the fact that he even raised concerns with shorters who were impacting the company with bringing the share price down, he welcomed the shorters to come to his facility to take a look to see at their state-of-the-art technology. So I thought that was cool, just seeing that video of Henry G just speaking to the shorters and just forewarning them not to mess with the company. Next up I wanted to share with you is VBI Vaccines by the ticker VBIV. Now, what's so unique about this company, right? Well, it has a wide array of potential vaccines they're working on. In fact, they have one product that's actually in commercial distribution in Israel. It has a manufacturing facility over there where people are now being able to benefit from the Hep B vaccine, and the company is also going to be showcasing its product at the liver meeting at the American event that's going to happen in the United States. And can you imagine the increase in demand once this product gets approved here in the States as well as in Canada? And this company not only is working on the Hep B vaccine, but it also is developing COVID-19 potential vaccines as well as tumor-related vaccines that's actually in phase clinical trials at this time. So VBIV is a high-quality company based out in Massachusetts, and let's not ignore what this company can do for society. Now, next up I wanted to share with you is Moderna. So Moderna today, the share price had gone up by about like 8%, and based on news, Japan is trying to work with Moderna in terms of purchasing its vaccine once it's approved so it can start having it deployed to that country for use. And I also think that it's getting close towards the phase trials, which is a good thing. However, when you evaluate quality, that's out of discussion because the Food and Drug Administration will really look at the safety and efficacy impact on this vaccine, and if there's a benefit versus risk, if there's a significant benefit over a risk implication, then definitely the FDA will allow this to move forward. However, if there's more safety concerns where we start noticing a lot more serious adverse event reporting through the phase trials like in phase 3, then there can be some implications going on where the company would have to be put at halt. But at this current time, it's looking promising, and I feel like even prior to product approval, it can definitely hover up to $85 for Moderna. Now, let's not ignore the potential here. And next up I wanted to pivot over to is Novavax, and today Novavax as well had gone up by over like 7-8%, and this company also has a flu vaccine that's in phase 3. It won't be released by this year, but it will have it for next year. But it's a high quality company, and it's also working on a COVID-19 vaccine where it's looking promising as well, and the share price was previously above like 130. It's dipped down to where it's currently at. I feel like this is a great buying opportunity. And when you look at all the vaccines in place, right, you can just think of the analogy of just car dealerships where you have low quality, high quality, and medium quality cars, and it's all relative to price. And to me, that's basically an oligopoly market where it's not saturated, where you have so many different manufacturers out there, right? You only have a handful, and that's similar to drug vaccines. And vaccines aren't wanted products, they are needed products from just human species, right? And it's going to be instilled based on regulatory implications set forth by the states and the counties that you live in. So that's how it plays out. And to me, I feel like it's based on what company product innovation do you like the most in terms of its science, and what do you feel would have the best safety and efficacy profile, then you go with that. So I feel like with all the vaccine companies that I shared with you, these are definitely some quality related ones, and you do the evaluation to see which one will work best for your investment strategy. Now, next up I wanted to share with you is Bitcoin by the ticker BTC, and we know that Bitcoin had just recently passed through the 13,000. Now it's like mid 13,000, but it's been since 2018 since this had happened. So this is great news for just investors of Bitcoin who got in at the initial spike when it went up to like 17,000, and most people are at or lost at this time as well. So it's looking like it can reach up to the break-even point, if not reach beyond the 20,000 breaking point, possibly by next year. And next up, I wanted to share with you is Advanced Micro Devices by the ticker AMD. And what's so unique about this company is that it's dominating the GPU market right now, and its competitor NVIDIA, AMD, is like strong right now because they have the goods where they have the right design technology to really bring the scale of the gaming industry up to another level. And NVIDIA is trying to compete right now, and the fact that AMD has a female CEO in place, I just feel like this company is going to continue to skyrocket. I previously purchased AMD at $12 and got out at $60, but it's just great to see it continue to grow at this time, and I fully support this company in terms of the product innovation that they're coming up with. And when you scale up, that's a whole different story, right? I mean, you can always implement different strategies for that, but product innovation and research and development are key to improving your company in the long term, and I think AMD is on the right track at this time. Last but not least, I wanted to share with you is the Atria Group by the ticker MO. Now, we know that the share price had just dropped by about, like, I believe 7 or 8%. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but what's so unique about this company is that I feel like it won't go out of business, one. Two, the fact that the dividend is at 9% payout, you're basically getting passive income if you're investing in this company, and you have the potential of the share price going up too. So you can always get out at any point. While if you have a target for keeping it for like a set amount of years, you can get that passive income from the 9% dividend payout based on your investment. So this is a great opportunity to capitalize from my perspective, and you do the math on that. And if you're thinking about just keeping companies long term with the goal of having dividend payouts, then MO has that 9%. So that's why I feel like it's added value, and what they're working on in terms of, just tobacco industry. I mean, that business isn't going to go away because you're always going to have people who smoke tobacco, although it's beginning to go away in a sense, but that dividend payout is looking promising at this time. So those are all the 10 tickers I had shared with you, and I hope that this added value and gave you a different level of just information sharing. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and consider subscribing to my channel for more related content. Thank you so much for watching another episode at Investing with All I See Is W. Let's win, guys.